Hello class, in this video I will be discussing about gambler's fallacy and how it influences our decision making. The gambler's fallacy aims at the incorrect hypothesis that the preceding chance events are affiliated with the subsequent results in random events. For example, if black comes out several times in roulette, a person can bet on red expecting the sequence to change. The Monte Carlo incident in 1913 brought the gambler's fallacy to the public's attention, but its roots can be traced back further. The concept belongs to the category of the fallacies based on probability theory and became popular in the 18th century after works of such scholars as Pierre-Simon Laplace. It is a conception pursuant to which independent past events have an effect on the future ones. For example, when guessing that a tossed coin will compensate for a subsequence of heads or tails, Kenton 2023, despite the fact that it has been debunked as bunk math by probability theory, this fallacy continues to be used in gambling and decision-making situations, most commonly. This can be illustrated by misconceptions that people hold when it comes to gambling. Using games of dice or lotteries, people will fall into the trap that the previous outcomes will in one way or the other influence the subsequent results. Chen et al. 2016. The fact that this cognitive error is a persistent one shows that learning about randomness or probability is significant. With the problem of gambler's fallacy in mind, let us examine how this fallacy affects decision-making in various fields and how to avoid it. The gambler's fallacy affects various domains, including finance and legal judgments. In financial markets, the gambler's fallacy can cause investors to expect the opposite direction in the prices of the stocks they invest in, due to previous performance, even though the performance of different markers depend on different factors. Chen et al. 2016. For example, if a certain stock has been in the process of losing value, people are likely to go in for it expecting an upturn because it has been declining for such a long time. Similarly, in judicial settings, such as asylum cases, decision makers might be influenced by the outcomes of previous cases, believing that a reversal in decision making is due. Chen et al. 2016. This may result in prejudicial or arbitrary rulings and practices. To decrease the effect of the gambler's fallacy, people need to stop trusting their intuition and instead turn to numbers and statistics. According to Rayo Hasty 2023, one should employ systematic procedures and must understand the traits of a constructive, not to rely on patterns seen in the past as a basis of making the investment, and as opposed to rely on raw data for wiser decisions. As a result, people should understand that these events are mutually unrelated and should not fall prey to the gambler's fallacy, and behave more proportionally. In this way, it could be possible to make more rational decisions. To avoid gambler's fallacy, there is need to train oneself that outcomes in a random series of independent events are the beginning of those events, rather than see them as a continuation. In gambling, perseverance or persistence does not pay off. This means that whether a person plays once or plays many times, the odds of winning does not increase with the number of games that are played. For example, some people play the lottery for years and expect that their odds of winning are increasing every time they play, or are increasing every day, according to Stemmel 2021. The odds of winning the lottery remain small, given there are millions of combinations in those numbers. A lot of people are influenced by the gambler's fallacy in making financial decisions and planning. This means that an individual executes his financial objective goals based on the lottery mentality. For example, one might feel that given that he has not done well in finances, the next investment he is going to make will be a loss. As a result, such a person may fail to invest in the market where he could have succeeded with good financial planning and market research. Statistics. Gambler's fallacy leads to poor financial planning as well as unrealistic expectations. The gambler's fallacy usually has huge consequences in risk assessment and financial portfolio management. Investors should not believe that past outcomes will influence the future performance of a portfolio while underestimating the risks. Investors should not fail to invest in a certain area since it has not done well in the past or the concept is not tried. For example, Blockbuster failed to buy Netflix or even compete with it, given they didn't see the possibility of internet being adopted for video distribution. Gambler's fallacy impacts our personal life and everyday decision as well. Do not go play lottery many times with the idea that you are increasing the chances of winning. Do not carry an umbrella because it rained yesterday. But look at the weather predictions. Anyway, thank you. My name is Rafaelina Nunez, and I hope you enjoyed my concept on Gambler's fallacy.